CryptoSLO with more crypto gains. What's going on, guys? Well, if you're late to the party and you haven't already saw it, DooTron shut down operations. I posted what the official Telegram shutdown announcement was. I personally wasn't invested in that platform, but my heart goes out to you if you had DooCoins. My advice, learn a little bit. Don't join the Do Telegram survivors group. Don't waste an ounce more of energy on it. If you own Do and now it's worthless, just take your lick and keep moving on. I mean, it happens to the best of us. It sucks, and obviously it does look very scammy on their part that they said they were under investigation. You don't know if they basically just exit scammed and took the money and ran. If one of the developers went rogue, you don't know. You never know. Could some information about it leak out here over the next couple weeks? Possible. But, I saw this in several other platforms where this happened, like Lambo Lotto, and then people just held on. The reality is, with a 99% chance, the site's not coming back. And the faster you accept that and move on, then, the better off you'll be. Does it make it right? No. But, part of being the early adopter in this game is you have to understand the risk. And there is risk involved. I mean, there's disclaimers everywhere, It is a very high stakes game. And as an early adopter, you're watching this video, that means you're an early adopter. I would say like a Gen 2, Gen 3 adopter. The Gen 1 adopters are the people that got their Bitcoin under $100. There's going to be risk, and it sucks, but I definitely would not give it an ounce more of energy on Telegram and say they owe me money and this and that, because the reality is we have no idea who was running Do, what it was, where it was. We don't know anything about it, So take that information, make yourself a little smarter, and do better next time. That's it. Short and simple. It is going to keep going, with or without Do. So, it's a bummer. But anyways, on a side note, Tron bet. The poker alpha launch was pretty epic. I made a short little vid the other day about it. Looks pretty darn cool. Now, keep in mind, that's real TRX. There is no rake back. Right now, the rake back is scheduled to be 3.5%. That means I think every time they ante to the blind that, there would be a 3.5% or on the winning hand. I don't know for certain. Don't quote me on it. But that 3.5 would kind of be similar to the house edge. Now, I know there's people that are complaining that it's taking away from the divs on the other part of the system, but obviously what their goal is to attract people into crypto that maybe don't necessarily are not in crypto, to pull some of those poker players that aren't into crypto, and then you'll have new blood, which is great for the platform, because people love poker. Me personally, I still have to watch a couple videos. My friend kind of explained it a little to me about excuse me, how the blinds bet and how you have to bet and you have to follow the blind, and it's a little confusing. But basically, he said it was very similar to Texas Hold'em. So I would do some searches on Texas Hold'em. Yeah. So Bitcoin, not doing too bad. Looks like it's possibly starting to lead up to that next leg, which is nice because it has to go before the alts go. I mean, that's kind of how it had happened on the last leg. So keep an eye on that. I've been sitting on some Tron. I was thinking of diversifying a little bit. You know, maybe boning up on some more Verge. Maybe adding a little more Raven coin to, you know. I was waiting for that trace back on Raven. I thought it was going to happen. I think if Bitcoin holds this 52, 53 range, that Raven will trace back. I know it will. It just, you got to remember, 7 million Raven coins. I know I've said this, and a lot of people sold early. It will come back down. I know it will. You'll have another opportunity to get back in. It's just, think of an arrow that you shoot up into the sky, and the more force that you shoot that arrow up, the longer the arc and the longer it takes to come back down. So I still think there'll be another opportunity on Raven in the 3 or 4 cent range. If it goes into the 4s, I'd definitely start accumulating it again. So yeah, so that's it. DooTron, sorry, it sucks, but move on. TronBet, new poker, pretty sweet. We should be starting to see divs from that in like about a week. Bitcoin on its way up to the next leg, and keep an eye on that Raven. This is CryptoSLO. If you're not talking game.